Hello everybody, I'm your host Dizgav and welcome back to Minecraft Create Mod. In the last episode we created this pit with many a tree in it and we hooked it up to that little storage connector over there. And in today's episode we're actually going to turn that storage connector into an actual access to a storage unit as well as a little bit of a log processing plant if all goes well. And if we have time we'll move on to my next project, which will be a fully automatic iron farm, if possible. But our first priority, actually, to get a glass roof on this thing, because as you can see, it's causing some issues with not having that. So let's go steal some sand. Is 2 stacks a bit to be enough to cover this? Probably not, but I will do it anyway. Oh my gosh, we're gonna need so much more than 2 stacks. What was I thinking? Yay! Okay, so now probably passive mobs won't drop down into there and cause a bunch of problems, and the liberals keep taking my trapdoors from me. I'm not pleased. I need more trapdoors. Okay, that's a comedically simple way of keeping passive mobs hid. Now I just have to light up the inside so hostile mobs don't spawn and ruin it. Do I have like glowstone or something? That would be awesome actually. No. Okay, that should maybe keep it sort of lit up during the day. I don't know. Now that that's done, I gotta figure out a way to get all of those logs out of there into there, which they already do. Then I gotta pull them from here and somehow bring them up here, where I'm gonna process them, which is a little odd maybe. So I'm thinking I could probably just move it over there pretty easily and make my processor here just because there's a bit more room. But on the other hand, this is where the power is. So I also didn't think about the fact that I'm gonna need power for this. All right, see how many logs I can siphon off of here. Oh, cool. As you can see, that's already full. What? Pull some logs out of here because this is already filling up extremely quickly. So I gotta do something about this. Ugh. You know, the thumbnail where I said 100k logs per minute was just straight up clickbait, but like it is kind of a lot of wood considering I've barely been on this world. I'm gonna need a dedicated dirt vault. Now, how I was thinking I could do this is using a fan to move it up through chutes, but on second thought, I don't know if I have enough iron for that. So I think it would probably be easier just to make a couple brass funnels and then total cerebral shutdown. Couple brass funnels, couple mechanical belts. And how are we gonna get these vaults? We need so much iron for that. Iron we just kind of don't have. Oh brother. Okay, we might have to come up with some sort of temporary solution if that's the case, but we'll figure it out for now. Where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. Because, I mean, it is kind of a long way to go with a belt. Gosh, I need a jetpack. I should have made a jetpack. How do I make a jetpack? I kind of can't. Well, actually, if I made the crafter, I actually could just make that. What's a heat engine? What's the difference? But for now, I think I might go with the fan thing. I could also honestly use a bubble column. Okay, temporarily, because no jetpack, I need to make ladders. So to get this up here, what am I thinking? More iron. More iron is what I need. How am I gonna obtain that? Guess I could grind up all that cobblestone into gravel and then wash it, but also that's kind of undoable. Let's figure it out tomorrow. It has been legitimately 3 days since my last clip. And in that time, I've contracted some sort of illness, so I do apologize if I sound weird for the rest of this video. And, refrain from talking as much as I normally would. I don't know, my throat doesn't hurt right now, but it might. So, before I left, I needed way more iron. And the way I thought I was gonna do that is I can make I could make a small iron farm. Just, you know, grind up all that cobblestone I have and then wash it. But that would require a lot of power, and I don't really want to add to my water wheel setup. I really want to get going on a burner now that we have a reasonable source of fuel. However, that would still require so much iron, it isn't funny. So I'm thinking possibly, depending on how things go, I could make a little bit of a drill just to get this going. So let's see what I need for that. And I'm gonna smelt up this raw iron. The last iron I have. Drill, yeah, you do need 1 iron ingot a piece, so that means I need at least 9. Shouldn't cost too much more than that. Ow. So I already have the rail. Just need to make a plow. How do I make a plow? 3 iron sheets, I already have 1. Okay, I think that's reasonable. And that should help me get enough iron to actually get my operation going again, because I burned through all of what I got in the first episode in about 2 episodes. What else am I gonna need for this? I am having a hard time seeing. Okay, press this, craft a plow, andesite alloy. Oh, how do you make a brass hand? Or, so I should only need 1 more brass hand. Or do I? No, I think I need 2, because I also want 1 for the cobblestone. And that statement will make sense in a minute. Brass sheet, 2 deployers, plow, and as many drills as we can muster. Only 6? I need more alloy. Really? It's always with the alloy with this guy. Alright, well, time to spend even more iron on that then. I'm so alloy pilled. Where's my sleeping bag? Would I even remember what it looks like? It has been a little bit since I've played on this world. So you need 3 andesite alloy for each drill, if I remember correctly, so I can see how that would be a problem. Anyway, that should be good. We can always upgrade that later. And now, the pretty simple task, hopefully, of assembling it. I have my glue, so I'm gonna take my rail. I'm gonna need a minecart. See, this is why create makes iron easier to get, because you need so much iron for the create mod. It's not even funny. Cart assembler, that in there, lever for when it's ready. Ooh, I have to make a minecart with furnace. That is right, because a minecart with furnace is what makes it go forever, because it gets a little bit of coal. You can add your own coal, and the minecart with furnace will automatically take the coal from the storage, which is why people build it with that, if you were wondering. But you probably weren't, because you're so smart. Chassis, probably do it like that. Alright, that's looking good. Where am I gonna put the deployer for the track? Right here, maybe? I think that could work. There, track, and then I would just have to lay some track out in front of it. Alright, that works fine. But the issue with that is actually... cool. This will be our cobblestone placer, so that if there's an issue, we can just place our cobblestone down there, and then over right here will be where we place our track. This should work, right? Oh, does it have to be on the back of a block? That would be annoying. Looks like it might be. I'm pretty sure this will work. We will have to test it though. Alright, we're all glued in. Alright, we'll have to try. Actually, I should probably put on the chests first, huh? Chests. It's beautiful. Now we see if it works, because I'm honestly unsure. I don't think the drills went with it. Did I forget? Shouldn't be glue there. Why is there glue under it? Alright, that's confusing, but whatever. Let's take it with me and go see if I can make it work. Smart man would take torches down here, but I don't want to make charcoal right now, so I'm not gonna. Actually, unless I can blast it with the lava. Can! Okay, that actually kind of changes things. Because that would make it a pretty fantastic fuel source. Because from the tree farm, I can just have them be blasted before they enter our fuel. So we should have more wood overall. I don't know. It'll work out. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm incoherent. Yeah, this will work. Alright, let's give it a try up here. Because I just kind of need to test it before I worry about anything else. Okay, throw in the rails. Just throw in oak logs as fuel. How does that work? Why is it not a contraption anymore? Happened. Shoot. I didn't want that to happen whatsoever. So it was a contraption then. What? What's going on? Okay, but now I gotta turn it around now. Oh my gosh. Hello? What's our issue here? That's not the issue. Why does it spin around as well? That's annoying. Can it lock rotation actually? That might be helpful. But also what's going on? I'm confused and scared. Bros, what is the problem? It can only be powered with coal. I just remembered that. That is kind of annoying actually. It might be able to use charcoal, so I'll have to be right back with some charcoal. Or just mine some coal from the walls, I guess. Now it'll work. Now it'll work. Trust. Now it'll work. It was literally as easy as that. Never mind. What's wrong now? Oh my gosh. Oh! Wait. Wait, no. What? What? I'm so scared. I have no idea what went wrong with that. Okay, well, that worked. So, you know what it's time for? A mini mining. Oh my. What? There's so many. This is such a problem. What? I'm gonna try to light this area up as much as possible. I'm gonna run away. Running. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. I do not have the armor to deal with this. Nope. Nope. Running. Goodbye. Good day, sir. I've resorted to eating kelp, by the way. Well, that was pretty successful, I think. I cannot check the inventory for my inventory. But we dug quite a hole, and more importantly, I was able to extract enough raw iron to make that machine even bigger. Exponential growth, you see. And also when I get home, I'm gonna get better food. But on the bright side, it is good to know that it will in fact place its own path when it needs to. And I should also invest in an axe. Smelt that raw iron. It actually would have been kind of a problem if I didn't have any more rails on me, but luckily I have a cheeky little power rail to help. And let's see. Did I take... I don't think I took the card assembler with me. I probably left it there. Not to worry, I have another one. But I don't know where the other one is either. Oh, there they both are. Aren't I smart? Okay, and let's see what we have. We have more iron, lots of coal, lots of cobblestone, of course. It's looking pretty good. And we're gonna cook up a whole bunch more anti-alloy, because that's most of what we need ever. Make my alloy. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be making that drill much bigger, as you will see in 1 second. Now that's a drill. That's something that can actually give me some resources. And I'm still gonna expand it a little bit more, but I'm gonna go have lunch. Alright, and now that was kind of a hefty iron investment, but I'm really hopeful that I'll get a good return on it. Now that's cool looking. Alright, glued up, and let's give it a try. It's all one thing. Is this peak? I think this might be peak. Alright, let's go ahead, give it another test run. See if we can make it go this way. Hold on. No! Okay. So... no head. Guys, this drill's pretty cool. But you know what else is pretty cool? YouTube's new hype feature. It's a feature they're introducing to help small creators like me that you can do for free on your first try, I believe. It is beside the comment section. All you have to do is swipe it and you can give this video a hype. If you hype this video, this means that YouTube will recommend my video to many more people. And if you've made it at this point in the video, you're either sleeping or you enjoyed it. Either way, I hope you wake up and hype this video. And maybe like and subscribe while you're at it.
Well, that was an incredibly satisfying trip, at least, even if we only got an adequate amount of iron. I think I'm going to try again. I'm just going to do it a little bit lower, because we're only at Y30 right now, so... first I have to run all the way back to base. Alright, let's try that again a little bit lower. Let's give it a go. Okay. You want to work? Don't I? Beautiful. Instantly run into water. Okay. Straight up an entire ravine. Luckily, it's semi-aquatic. Are we full? Oh, we're full. Okay. Maybe time to stop then. Excuse me, pardon. Well, that was quick. I swallowed a fish. Now I gotta worry about how I'm gonna unload all of that. Right here, maybe eventually. I'm gonna need more storage. And it's full too. Oh man. Okay. Well, if that's the case, it might be time, and we're gonna need just so many barrels for that. Yeah. Like a lot of these into oak slabs. Like a lot of these. And that is almost enough barrels. And we're gonna need a bunch of copper, and we're gonna need to press it into sheets. So in order to make a fluid tank, we just need 2 copper sheets per barrel. Okay. And let me do some quick maths. We're gonna need a 3 by 5? By 5, I think? Oh, we only have 4 blaze burners. Okay, so I'll make a smaller one for now. If that's the case, we're gonna need base 2 by 2. This is gonna be over here, so we can link it into our main power pretty easily. And we're also gonna need steam engines, which I believe we need copper blocks for. Fluid tank. And honestly, yeah, we're also gonna need some pipes. Fair few pipes. Yeah. 6 should do. Gold. I need gold. I need to press gold. Oh dear. Okay, maybe I'll have to make a trip to the nether or something. Let's have some in here. I have 52 in here. Am I stupid? If you've been watching the series up to this episode, you will know the answer to that is yes. Yes, I am that stupid. Beautiful. And we can pretty much build it over here. Maybe we'll move it at some point, but just for now, we can do it here. Make it easy on ourselves. And actually, we can put it on this glass roof, maybe? So, what if we put it over here instead? I like that idea better. Our tanks. Yep, that's the size I imagined, so good on me. And while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and decorate this a little bit. We'll detail up the place in the next episode. I'd still pipe stuff into them, but bam, 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 bam. I remember why I was hesitant to do this, because I need to make a precision mechanism, which I think I do have all the resources for. It's still gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt, so we're gonna need probably only one, but we're gonna press up a couple more just to be safe. This is the worst part of create mod. Oh. Make the hand. Grab another depot. Is this gonna overstress my setup? If it does, I'm gonna cry. You guys think I'm kidding? No, I will start sobbing. It'll make everyone very uncomfortable. Could I put it over here? Why is it called artificial intelligence? Okay. Depot. Golden sheet. So confused. Okay, anyway. So I go small, large, nugget, right? Okay, let's start. Small, large, nugget. Oh, we actually did get one. Where do my small cogwheels just go? Oh yeah, they're in there. Did that just break? Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. Gosh, I need real storage soon. Okay, mechanical arm. Need a brass casing, 3 brass sheets, and an andesite alloy. Okay, not actually too terrible beyond the precision mechanism. My first brass, my brass age. My little brass age. So what I'm gonna want is, at least temporarily, just a way for this to insert fuel into here, and then it should be able to power itself quite easily. And I'm also gonna need a pump. I'm gonna need a pump and pipes. Fluid pipe. Fluid pump. Where's that water source I had? I am aware these can be larger. To be clear, I'm making a smaller one on purpose to be early game, I guess. I know they can be up to 3x3. I'm just not doing that at the moment. Not dumb. I'm not dumb. I know this mod. No, I just lied to you. I am dumb. And I don't know this mod. Passive heating. Let's go. I don't know if it's going to be enough to pump its own water passively. I know my inventory management skills are probably giving some people a heart attack right now. I do apologize. Again. Do it again. You're wrong. Just gotta figure out how to actually do this, and we're win. Was that even connected? I'm not sure. It's self-sufficient, even without power. Alright, now I just gotta figure out a way to connect that without giving me hepatitis. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it still kind of gives me hepatitis, but it's mildly better maybe. Okay, that's livable, I guess. I can live with that. So that is about as much stress as 4 water wheels. And it is only way more expensive. Okay, so I think we can actually generate more power if we do it in a different way. Alright, that doesn't give me an STD. I can live with that. So the water has to be inserted at a certain speed. So no, we're not done. I still have to mess around with gear ratios. Oh my swirls. Our next project is going to be automating andesite alloy, because this has been the bane of my existence this entire time. I always need more andesite alloy. Gameplay is so suboptimal. I think I'm gonna get punched in the street for this. What? Yeah, that just shatters. Weird. This is a logistical nightmare, because I don't have to get too silly with that. I can literally put a mechanical belt here, and that will connect them so easily. Why didn't I do that before? Well, that's working as far as I'm concerned. That is 16,384 stress units. Now we gotta fuel it. And furthermore, I gotta connect it over here. So that should actually be pretty easy. All I should have to do is shaft that. That's gonna be overstressed. That's just fine. What just happened? That was weird. So that should slow it down over there. Nope. Okay, or we could do nothing of the sort. We could just use chain conveyors, can't we? What have I done? This is so confusing on so many levels. No, because that breaks. So it goes too fast. Oh, and now it's connected to the main power. Okay, that was awful. And now I should just be able to run this across here. I know, it's ugly. It's ugly. Okay, that's going a bit slowly, but you know what? It works. And now that's overstressed. Oh my gosh, that took so much time. Okay, well, after a short montage of tinkering, I finally managed to get this thing hooked up to the main power, which is over there, so that if it goes off for a second, it can restart itself, hopefully. And as well as connecting it back up to this cobblestone generator, so we can, you'll never guess it, generate cobblestone. And now the moment of truth is to see what happens if I actually power this thing. Okay, nothing breaks, and we get stress capacity. This has been, well, frankly, way too much effort, but we did do it at the end. Thank you, Diet Pepsi, for bringing me through this. And if we run over here, because it should still be connected to the system, we can check our stressometer. So we have 71,000 stress units, and we have 64,000 of those remaining. So we actually have enough stress units to make the farm I wanted to make when it's powered. And we kind of need to make the farm in order to have it powered. Oh, bother. So we're going to build a log processing plant over here, actually. We'll put it right over here, I think. I'm going to tidy this up at some point, but right now it just needs to work. So that will move this upwards, which means we can process them. We can do it. Honestly, would like some more chutes, though. And now we basically just run a drive. Oh, it's coming together. And we'll see what kind of materials we have to build this thing out of, because this is going to be my first, like, building that isn't just a pit with minimal decoration. And I would like to kind of build it out of diorite and a serene, if we can craft into a smooth variant. Okay, so I think we're going to cut polished diorite out of the block palette. And probably andesite bricks as well, just because I don't think they really fit. I also don't know about the texture on the layered, but I don't know, we'll have to see how it looks. Mostly it's kind of looking a little bit like a museum. I don't know if I feel great about that. Alright, that looks like a pretty satisfactory platform to me. Yep, I like it. I still don't know how I feel about the layered ones, but I don't think it's too unpleasant. I actually think it breaks it up a little bit nicely. So we can use this to feed in our mechanical belts. And we're going to need more mechanical belts. Not actually too painful, if you have the materials. Because my plan with this plant, this tree processing plant, is I'm going to be able to make stripped logs, planks, and logs. And then we're also going to want to be able to feed some to our tree farm. So I think what we can do is we can use the sticks and spare saplings, and then I can do something with the apples. I'm going to have to store them all separately, or maybe I'll void them. So maybe I can grab them later if I need them. I'm going to use the washroom. Oh shoot, what was I doing? Right, processing plant. Okay, that was quick. That was like the quickest I've ever reminded myself. I mean, I only like went to take a shower, but anyhow, here's what we gotta do. Okay. I'm gonna need storage containers. This is gonna be bad. Stress units. The only unit getting stressed is me. Do I have wool? Because I need filters. String, which can used to be make wool, which can be used to make wool if you don't have a stroke. Wait, we have the fans going on down there, but I don't think I actually remembered to make the conveyor belt do the thing. Shoot. That's not good. Finally! Okay. And now we spin this around and this should start working promptly. Or not. And also not do that. What's going on? Does it oh, there we go. Okay, it'll send all of these up. And probably cause a big mess at the top. Nope. Neat. Okay. That's going good so far. To do this. We split it off into 3. Brass. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This one is gonna be the logs that we strip and then store. This one is gonna be the ones that we turn into planks and then store. This one is gonna be the ones that are logs that we store. And this one is going to be the saplings, sticks, and apples, which we're gonna do something with. We're gonna turn them into fuel, maybe? I think I can figure that out. Let me see. Okay, I might have to void them, I'm not gonna lie. Only 4 seconds. Well, I'm not sure what else I'd use them for, so it's gonna have to do. So if that's the case, maybe I'll have the sticks go out this one instead, so I can easily truck them over there. And of course you're gonna let sticks through. You better, I swear. Or should I split off sticks and then apples with just saplings? Do saplings have a burn time? They do, same as sticks. Okay, so I can have saplings and sticks come out this one, and then apples go into a different one that either get voided. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. Still odd. How do I fix that? Bro, this squad looks kind of odd. Oh, here. That's easy. Nope, nope, no, 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 nope, nope, nope. I don't want that yet. What is going on here? Okay. Because I can turn apples into biofuel. That could work. Are these coming through? That works really well, at least. I haven't actually even put the filters on yet. So, we do have another funnel, right? No, tunnel. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I think I'm gonna just get rid of this so that we stop getting new ones coming in. So I can clean these up. We can pretty much use a simple conveyor belt to bring the sticks and saplings over here. We can dump off the apple. We can dump off the apples and let those power our machine. And then we have the logs. I think that'll work. So that's there. And we just have oak logs here. This is going to split round robin. Okay. Pretty easily, I think. Just bring this over here and then over here. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Very eco-punk if you think about it. Because it's like outside. Well, I skipped the middleman with pollution. Right about here, I believe. Wonderful. And this can just go onto a depot. We have the ability to craft a depot. Depot onto a depot, and then whatever it is, the arm. It's going the right way. Okay. Run back to my crafting table. Where's my crafting table? Do I have chain drives on me already? No. Even more. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be upset. Gosh dang it. Drive, drive, drive. Hello? Oh. Drive. Wait, no. It's wrong. How was I meant to do that? C2 chain drive. I low-key can't do that. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that's just not gonna work for me. Could I instead do something like absolutely foolish and do like this way? Yay! Wait, or even more gears, please. Gonna need more andesite in the very near future. Wrong way. Sleep. Dude. Alright, let's hit this. Oh, man. Alright, got a bit more alloy. I've been bullied. Alright. Hand over the gearbox. And there's a level of brain death somebody can pick before they, like, actually die. I think I'm approaching that. Wait. How much did that? We go bam, 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 bam. Shoot. Stop, 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 stop. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I forgot to put another funnel there or something. I think that would work. Brass funnel. Why is it not splitting it? Wrong? Wrong. Wrong. Not right. Stop. Okay, is this working at least? No, because I never put in the actual hand. Overstressed? What? Okay, well, I guess I'll put those back then. They aren't even the problem. One mechanical arm, man. Okay, what if I just try doing it less quickly? No, it's all stops now. So eerie. Why is it all just stop? What? Okay, what if I just power it? Is that gonna fix it? Weird. That was weird. I don't like it. Anyway, now I should just be able to do what I wanted to do before. Okay, is this gonna go too fast? No. So what was the issue? Actually know if that'll move fast enough, but guys, I think it's working. Like, it's actually working. Like, we have sustainable power. Yeah. Was it only kind of... Is it keeping them all at like 30 seconds? I see. Okay, well, it'll work maybe. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Today I set out to build my tree processing plant, but I think we might have to do it tomorrow because I am so tired. This has been such a tiring week for me. I've been back to school. It's been hard. This is a bad time to start a YouTube channel. Restart a YouTube channel. For the umpteenth time. So, no, I can keep going. I should take a break though. This video's gonna be out late. Because I need more resources and more places to store my things. It's such a hassle, actually. What I could do is make a washer and some grinders. Perhaps, so I can get more iron. Because all I would actually have to do is swap out this lava. I have a bucket on me for water. Literally just unload everything I can. Just pick up all the gravel I have. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna wash this all at once for nuggets and flint. Okay, well, considering I'm brain dead, I think the least I can do right now is start working on my saws that I'll need. No, because I need even more iron. It all comes back to iron. 'Cause eventually that would run out if I don't get working on it. So I need 4 iron per saw, and I only have like... I think I'll have barely enough. I'm gonna stretch a little iron a long way here. We're gonna want... Wrong. This way. This way. This way. Oh, it's on top, right. This one's gonna strip it. This one's gonna plank it. Wait, do we actually need this one? I don't think we do. Beautiful, I just wasted iron. My precious iron. And then we just need a big storage bin and a way to access it from a mage storage unit. Which needs even more iron. I mean, as if I'd have enough. Could I do this? I need more iron anyways, is the issue. I might be able to scrape a little bit more for my gravel, but this is becoming kind of a problem. And it's night already again! Brass casing, electron tube, and a crafting table, and I need... What's 21 divided by 3? Need 7 brass casings, 7 electron tubes, 7 crafting tables. That's no problem. Yes, it is a problem. It'll be worth it, it'll be worth it, it'll be worth it. I keep telling myself that. 21. We can make a crushing wheel. I have enough iron for the actual ingredients. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I have some zinc locked away somewhere, which I can use for emergency alloy. Smelt the zinc. Chris, get the zinc. Nope. No. We have enough for plenty of alloy. Should be good on alloy. Probably should have done this sooner in hindsight. Plenty of alloy. We can make crushing wheels. Everything's gonna be okay. Andesite works. 4 planks. Okay, we can do this. Beautiful. Make it over here. Okay. Need double right clicking. We can just put this here. Maybe not a chest that we can't open. Depot. Ready to do it. Yay. Finally! 2 crushing wheels. That took us so long to get. Okay, now we have that. We can get theoretically unlimited iron. Alright, all we have to do is take this. You're coming with me. And set up a little bit of a simple thing here. Dig out a pit under here, even though it's kind of loud. Here we are. And I think we're gonna need a lot more than just one in the future, but it's not the future yet. We can wait for a sec. We're gonna shoot. We don't have to do it like this, because it's not gonna be efficient anyway. So we might as well just save me like an entire headache. All we have to actually do is have a track here, or a shaft here, actually I think it's more advantageous if we do it like around here. Belt. Here. Shaft. Crushing wheels. Bam. 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 This out a little more. Okay. Have a little waterfall here. Blow down there. This will stop it, and then it can go into a container here. Yes, this works. This works. Honestly, I could use a backpack. You'll go into there. You'll collect it all. And I'll be able to live. And laugh. And love. Honestly, I can just like pull it down here. Yay! Now all I have to do is figure out a way to bring it over here, and I don't have to do this anymore. Okay. Up. Around. Wrong way. It's also ugly. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay! Yes! What the heck? Why? It just ran out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I need to pull wood from here too. What went wrong there? I guess it just ran out. Alright, can I get it started again? No. Well, that was stupid of me. Let's put it there. So, OSHA violations and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, that should get voided. Should be good. Now we have that thing I wanted to use over here with the cobblestone. And it's night again. We're gonna get ground up. Yes. Oh, and I didn't put a filter on it yet. We do have nuggets. We have to put a list filter on nuggets and flint. I'm a little lad who loves nuggets and flint. Okay, no gravel. That seems needlessly dangerous. Alright, well, it's temporary, but gosh, I'm so tired. I'll make it a proper one later. I know that using a belt is like the least efficient thing you can do. Well, I am unfortunately too sick and tired to continue filming today. So, I think that's gonna have to be the end of the video because this has been so long already, man. So, if you did enjoy the insane amount of progress we made in today's video, please do leave a like and subscribe, and maybe that new little little hype button. Press that little hype button, get small creators discovered, maybe. Saying. Please. And I will see you in the next episode next week. Goodbye.